Okay, we're good. Hi, I guess this is like the first video I have ever made when I'm not sick. But, yes. Okay, better. I just wanted to make this video because for those of you who may and or may not know that March 1st was Self-Harm Awareness Day. And I'm not making this video to share my story because it's just not right now. But I just wanted to make this video as somewhat as a response to my friend's story that she had made about her life and all that. Nothing bad, it's just my opinion. And it really isn't even towards her, it's in general, and this video is basically directed to every parent who has kids that like do self-harm, whether it's cutting, burning, anything, drinking, stuff like that. Actually, I'm a little sick still. But, yeah. So, I remember reading so many stories, and, mainly all they said was their parents would just yell at them and go off on them and say, "Why are you doing this? What's wrong with you?" But no actual parent would ever take the time, and, sorry, I just gotta look down, would take the time and try and figure out what's wrong. And I think that's like the main reason a lot of kids don't talk to their parents, or they do what they commit self-harm, because they feel like no one's listening, they feel alone, and parents are supposed to be there to help your kids. You're supposed to be there to support your kids and talk to them. And you're supposed to be the person that your kid feels that they can go and talk to. I have a bump right here. But if you're just one of those parents who talks to your kids, but really you're lecturing them, or you want your kids to talk to you, but all you do is just yell at them, or you don't hear their point of view, I can kind of understand why your kid doesn't want to talk to you, because you don't listen. And that's the thing with so many parents. All they do is yell, and all they do is lecture, and all they do is hear their side of the story and not want to understand yours. But, yeah, if you're going to be a parent, or if you are a parent and you have a kid that goes through these problems or whatnot, I don't really know. I'm not a parent. I don't hope to be one. I don't want to be one. But I can at least understand that you have to try and understand your kids. Like, there's a reason for them doing what they're doing. No one just wakes up one day and says, "Oh, I'm going to be suicidal. Oh, I'm going to try and commit suicide." No one wakes up like that. It's just this overwhelming feeling that they get. It's the stress, it's the emotional strain, it's the depression, it's the anxiety that is on them. And sometimes you just have to pull them aside and try and talk to them. And I know it just sounds easy. I'm not trying to make it sound easy, because it's not. It's really hard, but you have to be that type of person who's going to push your kids to try and talk to you. Don't make them feel forced, but just kind of relax. If you know your daughter or son has a favorite place, take them to that favorite place. Just go out and relax. Go out to dinner. Go to the lakefront. Go to a movie. Go see something that they want to watch. Don't drag them to the movie and make them sit through a documentary of concrete or something. Go take them to the new Godzilla movie that's coming out. Go take them to see the new Hobbit that's coming out. Go take them to see something that they enjoy. If you know your kid likes sci-fi, go take them to a sci-fi movie. Go take them to a comic book convention. Go somewhere. Your kids like to draw. Put them in drawing classes. Do something. Make them feel like they're not alone. Make them feel like they're wanted. Support them. Do something. Because so many parents don't even support their kids for what they want to do. I hate my hair. But yeah, and this is my 4 minutes and 10 seconds. But that's about it. But what I wanted to say was, I actually wrote what I wanted to say down, but I can't ever go based on what I wrote, because it's just weird. I wrote like 3 pages up yesterday, which is really weird. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Parents, you have to be able to support your kids. Don't not support your kids and then you wonder why my kid has low, and you wonder why yours has low self-esteem. Don't try and give them everything they want. Maybe they don't want that. Don't try and force the future that you want for yourself on them. Let them be their own way. Let them find their own way. I mean, if you want to be a businessman, but you can be a businessman for one of the reasons, don't try and force your son to be a businessman. If you want to go pro football and you broke your leg, don't try and force that on your son. Maybe he doesn't want to do that. Maybe he wants to own a factory. Maybe he wants to be a veterinarian. Maybe he wants to be a photographer. There's so many other types of careers right now that people can take up. And then if they choose to go into music, art, dance, photography, animal health, human health, stuff like that, don't just throw them out the window. Don't act like they're a shadow now. Don't act like they're imaginary. Don't act like you have to outgrow them. Still support them with that. That's not their fault that they don't want to do what you had in store for them. That's your fault that you didn't do what you wanted to do. Or you wasted your time not doing what you had to. Don't try and force your future on them. That's not their fault. They want to be something else. They're not you. They have their own personality. They have their own wants. They have their own needs. And I really need to stop before I get into my criticizing. But that's it. Bye. And I might post my story up. Might not.